Hello guys, welcome back to another episode of Everyday EDC. The very special 500 sub episode. So yesterday I looked and I was at 492 or 91, and I put out, or maybe it was Thursday, and I put out an Instagram message saying like, hey guys, let's get us there, right? We're almost there. Let me give away this frickin' PROTECH NEWPORT. Let me straighten out my camera here. Ooh, sorry about that. Let's give away this PROTECH NEWPORT. And it worked. People started joining. Some of you extra loyal subs are over there trying to market for me to get me there, and I appreciate it. It's freaking awesome. So we're going to celebrate with a realistic view of my carry, and I'm going to go through this and show what each one of these means to me, and I'm going to end with my top carried knives for February. And talk about them, talk about what they mean to me, and then we'll get into the giveaway and the giveaway results. Not results, instructions. For those of you just interested in the giveaway, I will be doing, basically, in the comments below, you guys know I kind of fly by the seat of my pants. I really don't plan much. So, in the comments below, tell me what your everyday carry numbers 1 and 2 are as far as EDC goes. And if you carry anything extra like you see on the table here, like a pry bar, flashlight, pen, anything like that, just let me know in the comments below. The only thing that's a disqualifier here is if you just say enter in the giveaway. You don't tell me what it is. Just so tell me what your everyday carry rotation is, and you don't have to spend a long time doing it. Just tell me what it is. Without further ado, let me take a drink and then we'll talk about these knives on the table, because these knives, I've gone through everything that I currently own, and these are really the ones that I carry on a regular basis. So let's get the elephant in the room off the table right now, and that is my Riot Fallout. This is the most expensive knife on the table. I've already told you guys I'm scared to carry this at work. I've been carrying it at home because it feels good to carry. And I'm kind of torn on this guy. I really like this knife. I think it's truly awesome. And I don't know, this kind of reminds me of maybe the Forge Fortis, where it's, at first I thought it was too simple for the price, because it's pretty much 2 titanium slabs with the titanium backspacer, and you get that out of the 200 price range. But the action is so nice. And see how heavy this blade is? Or how large this blade is? Are you guys, am I doing it in the camera? Yeah. So how large this blade is, and yet it still just controls itself shut. And that's really, really cool. I really appreciate that action on this guy. Then you get into like the milling and the milling patterns. So I'm excited to review this because I kind of get why this is worth so much money. And we always talk about how there's a breaking point of cost versus what makes you happy type of thing in a knife, right? You know, you can get titanium and M390. I think this is 204p, but whatever. You can get those things in a $100 to $150 knife. You know, just look at Tucson, I guess. You can get them in a $150 to $250 knife. You know, you start looking at a little bit higher end models, the Wii models, and I get it. I get the price. Now, I also get why somebody wouldn't spend that on there. Why they wouldn't spend that amount of money on a knife. It's just, I wouldn't have thought I would. I remember spending $140 or $150 in the Benchmade CF Elite bug out, and I was like, ugh. Like you throw up a little bit in your mouth. You're like, did I just do that? I'm super excited, but did I just do that? So, we're going to take these off the table, and we're going to narrow it down to what my real everyday carry rotation is. So next on this list, we have these guys. Now, my ZT has been making it into my pocket straight for the past, I would say, week and a half of February, for the last week and a half. And that's a pretty solid run, especially knowing that I have no intentions of reviewing it anytime soon. I have too many knives to catch up on for review. So it's pretty cool. That's going to stay on the table for right now. Next on the list that it hasn't made it in my pocket enough but will is my QSP, what is this, the freaking Pelican. believe that's what this is. So the QSP Pelican is, oh my gosh, guys, this thing is so awesome. I talked about the QSP Harpy maybe replacing my Copperhead as like a user style knife. No, it's gonna be the Pelican. This thing's awesome. The micarta feels like it's almost like soft, and it like kind of contours to your hand even when you press into it. Like you can feel it kind of give a little bit, and it adds that much more traction. The blade is just awesome. It's almost a little bit too big for a Wharncliffe in my opinion. This isn't a Wharncliffe blade, but I compare it to this. It's like a similar style with the Launch 10, and with the Launch I like to put my finger up here and do draw cuts. That's the only downside to this Pelican, is that, you know, you're not all the way up there, but this thing is just so nice. This is going to be in my rotation for a while, and I don't have any intentions on trading it. Actually, I almost bought a second one to give away to you guys, like, because I like it so much. And then I reminded myself that I have bills to pay. So I'm taking this off the table. It's not that this will, you'll see that way more in the future. Next on the list, we're going to go over the off-grid knife Scorpion. So this knife I have offered in a trade on a couple separate occasions, but not because I don't like it, just because I'm trying to, when you're trading on Reddit, the one thing I've learned, and guys, I've traded like 30 knives in the past like 4 weeks, just FYI. Shipping alone could have bought me a Wii. But the one thing that I've learned is that when you're trading and you're trading for a channel, I'm ranging from the price ranges of 50 all the way up to like $300 right now looking for trades. And with that, you know, you have to have something in your collection to trade, and I would rather trade than sell because it's just easier to get content, right? So that's the only reason I've offered this up for a trade, but this has made it into my pocket quite a bit, and I really don't see this going anywhere because, A, most people are like, well, the knives that I want to trade for this obviously are like a long shot. They're like, hey, if you want this, I'll trade you, right? And 9 times or 19 times out of 20, they're going to tell me, no, I'm not really into that, thank you anyways. And that's perfectly fine with me because I don't really want to trade this, but if I'm going to up trade it, then that's where that falls. And there's no reason to up trade this. You can buy this anywhere. So I don't see this going anywhere. This has been in my pocket probably 3 or 4 days this month. And keep in mind, as a reviewer, that's a lot because I have to carry so many other knives to review. So this is the off-grid knife Scorpion. Freaking love this knife. Next on the list, the one that hasn't made it into my pocket enough this month is my Spyderco Shaman. I love this knife. You guys know I was so obsessed with the Shaman, and I say was because it's been kind of getting overshadowed by my ZT lately. But because of reviews and whatnot, I would only carry this around the house usually. I don't really take this to work, not because I'm afraid to use it, it's just I'm carrying review knives most of the time. And I just don't get a chance to carry this as much because my large knife that I choose to put in my pocket has been my ZT. That doesn't mean that I like my ZT over this, that just means it's just the ZT's newer, and maybe I do like it a little bit more. I'm just obsessed with the overbuild. Now, the Shaman, in my opinion, is a better knife than the ZT-0562. Just what it brings, the ergos, you know, yeah, it just feels really good. And so when I say better knife, I mean more functional. That being said, this is more enjoyable for me to carry. So this is going to be around for a while. This is another one that I offer in trades that are like up trades, and I'm like, hey, I guess I got a Shaman if you want to trade. Most people are like, DS30V Shaman? No, thank you. And that's cool with me because I have no intentions of trading this for something for the similar value unless it's a hard to get piece, and this isn't a hard to get piece as it is. So this is like the Scorpion. I like it so much that I offer it when I know people are probably going to say no. So these are the items that are last on my list as far as most carried. The next least carried is my off-grid knives Badger. Guys, do not sleep on this knife. This is a sleeping knife just like the Boca Roundhouse. Those two knives are probably my votes for sleeper cells in the last 6 months of what I've experienced. This in hand, yes, it's short, stubby. People are like, it's a little bit too much stubby, it's a little bit too tanky. Yeah, that might not be for you, but gosh dang it, you can do freaking anything with this guy. And this is all the knife you need. Like, this can do hard use tasks, light use tasks. Like, this is everything that you need. I freaking love this guy, and I have no intentions of really getting rid of this. Notice I got rid of my Viper. I also got rid of the Black Stallion, and I choose the Badger over both. I know people want me to review the Rhino from Off Grid, and I don't really like the clip point style. I think that's a clip point style knife, if I'm remembering right. I like a little bit more robust behind the tip, and that's the Badger is freaking awesome. This has made it in my pocket going to work, and this is my I don't give a shit knife. This is the knife that I use when I'm trying to just, like, I don't care. If I might carry something expensive like my Riot and this, and I'll use my Riot for like show off and fidget factor, and then I'll take this guy out and I'll be like, all right, let's get some work done. So the Off Grid Knives Badger, do not sleep on it. It's a fantastic knife. Next in my rotation, as far as least amount carried, actually is my Launch 10 this month. Because of all the review knives that I've had, all the smaller size knives and whatnot, I just haven't carried this enough. But this has turned more into an unboxing knife that you guys see in the channel over and over and over. And I'm not saying that's where this is going to stay. I enjoy carrying this. But when I put this next to this, I mean, even if there's no... I'm wearing basketball shorts and I'm walking around with my ZT0562. Like, it just is what it is. So... But the Launch 10, guys, this is another sleeper that people hate on because of that blade shape. But you guys haven't tried this blade shape yet. This blade shape is fan-frickin-tastic for 90% of light use tasks, and then some medium use tasks like cutting zip ties and everything. You get underneath there and you pop it up. It just works so good. This actually, I fell in love with this knife when I was using my smock. And the smock's tip on that Warncliffe style blade is so dainty that I went to cut a zip tie and I couldn't really get underneath it, but I was trying to go from the side and I was doing that little twist thing that we're not supposed to do, and I was getting scared that I was going to break the tip. So I got this guy out, got underneath it, and it's boop, popped right up, and I'm like, holy smokes. Like, this thing, and it was love at first zip tie. So yeah, love at first zip tie. That's, you know what? Let's correct myself there, because that kind of sounds like a Ted Bundy style situation, right? That's awkward. Going a little dark there, guys. Going a little dark. Love it for zip tie. What the f? So, all right. This is my typical rotation as of late. This is the Kaiser Gemini, and I've probably carried this more than I've carried my ZT. But it's just because I've had the Gemini longer than I've had my ZT. As you guys can see, I've been practicing my anoing skills. I tried to get a green going on here, and I got interrupted halfway through, so it's like a mixture between the green, bronze. And if anybody's got any tips when you're anoing, because I take some pliers, and I kind of hook it up right here, but the pliers act as a heat sink, so you can tell the colors don't show up as much there because it doesn't get as hot because the pliers absorb some of that heat. This side was just a quick done for me where I got just a different colored blue, and I really like the way this turned out. And I was using this as my practice anoing knife, but because I have no other knives really in the 150 price range, I've offered it up for a couple trades on stuff that I've been super interested in, or I'm just addicted to trading at this point. Either way, I offer it when I kind of don't really expect it to go. This is one that I thoroughly enjoy. It's lightweight. It's got all the titanium feeling that you want. It's a Laconico design, and it's just so damn slicey. And notice I've offered this up for trades. I haven't even reviewed this guy yet. I got big plans for this, and I also had the micarta version, so freaking love this knife. But this isn't, even though I've carried this the most this month, I'm going to take this off the table and show you guys what my everyday carries are. So as you can see here, here is my ZT0562. Here is my Vero Fulcrum, so graciously donated by Jason, and it's so very, very cool. I haven't had a chance to review this, but I've been using this knife, or this pry bar pretty unreservedly. Because I know that I'm going to keep it, I've been using it for a lot. I've been using it for teardown knives. Like, I took apart some PM2 scales the other day. This works perfect to get underneath the scale and the lanyard tube, and you can kind of pry around there. I use it at work. It's got the Phillips and the flathead, so you got the driver right there. This thing is freaking awesome. I love it. This is probably, FYI, the one piece of titanium that I will never anodize. Even though this is the one piece of titanium most people anodize, I feel like this needs to be all natural. Yeah, it does. Alrighty. So, this is my wee Shrinks or something. It's just this tiny little pen that I thought was stupid when I got it because I thought it was a much larger pen. I had this tied onto my keychain, but I'm like, I really want a pen to carry around with me. So I took some paracord without knowing how to tie any paracord knots. I'm going to learn that in the future. But I tied it around the pocket clip of this, and this is a titanium Olight 3T EOS that I carry around with me now. And I got this in a trade from Steve. And so I have, kind of stupid, I have like the whole titanium lineup when I'm carrying. I got the 0562, the Vero 9, or the Vero, the titanium Olight, and the titanium Shrinks. Shrinks, whatever it's called. So, really enjoy this. This is like my favorite carry bundle when I'm going to work. As you can see, I've been using my 0562. I'm carrying this not as a review knife. I'm carrying this as like a user. And it feels good, and I'm unabashedly using it. I don't care. And I told you guys, this is something that's probably going to be around for a very long time unless somebody does some crazy... This is one of those knives that I might trade if somebody does some crazy up-trading situation with me for no freaking reason, right? Other than that, I mean, I have no intentions of getting... Even if I get an XM, or I'm also looking at Jurassics, even if I get one of those, this thing's still going to be here. So I really don't see that going. It's just kind of like my Shaman and my Scorpion. I have no intention of trading them unless you're going to offer me something that you're just being generous in your offer. So, without further ado, the reason most of you are here to celebrate the 500 subs. That's why you guys are here, right? You're here to celebrate with me. We can come together as a community and just, you know, drink, be merry, and just happy that we have 500 subs. And I know that that is not at all the case. The case is this. This is your PROTECH NEWPORT. And FYI, this is a PROTECH NEWPORT with like a laminated carbon fiber inlay. And just so you guys know, I don't think they make this anymore. Like, I looked at it, and all this model is actually out. So this is like a 6061 aircraft grade aluminum with this like laminate carbon fiber that's here. It might not be laminate, but it feels kind of smooth. And I don't think they make this model anymore, guys. Yeah, still fires hard as hell. This has been sitting in the box for quite some time. And I intentionally stopped using it altogether once I established that it was going to be my 500 sub giveaway. I think I told everybody at like 150 subs this was my 500 sub giveaway knife. So very, very cool knife. No back and forth, no up and down. Very, very tight, snappy action. It's a nice little stabby knife, but this is kind of like the same type of knife as, say, your Launch 10. It's going to be something that you can carry around with you. It's discreet, it's stupid lightweight, and it's going to knock out like anything you need to knock it out with. So without further ado, let's get into the giveaway. Guys, as I said before earlier in the video, in order to get this PROTECH NEWPORT, which I will clean up, I'm noticing it's got like dust and debris because it was sitting in my box. I'll clean up, oil it up, and whatnot for you. I'll make sure it's stropped up before you guys get it as well. But all you guys need to do to win this PROTECH NEWPORT is literally in the comments below, tell me what your everyday carry is. I'm thoroughly excited, and actually, you know what? I'm going to change it up. More than that, I'm going to put 2 links. I want to know in the comments below what your... Nah, that's too much. I want to create a montage of your guys' everyday carries. I'll just do a video where I just play some music and go through it or something. That would be super cool. But I don't know that that would take a really freaking long time to put together. And B, some of you don't have Instagram or Gmail, so maybe we won't do that. We'll do that in the future, though. Yeah, we'll go over something. I want to show off your guys' stuff, too. But right now, just in the comments below, all I need to see is that your everyday carry. Tell me what's in your pockets on an everyday basis, even if it's not every day. Like, these are my work carries. Like, I don't carry this stuff at home. I might carry my ZT at home, but everything else is just kind of like a work carry, right? So tell me what your most everyday carry is. Like, when you're getting out, getting ready to do some stuff, in the comments below, tell me what you got. If you don't tell me what you got and you just make a dumb comment, you're going to be excluded from the giveaway. Other than that, that's all I got for you guys. Thank you guys so much for getting us to 500 subs. I'm so thoroughly excited. I'm so excited that you guys are here, and literally like 90% of you guys I have a conversation with on a regular, and it's very, very cool to get to know each and every one of you. I would love to be able to call each and every one of you out, but I feel like if I do that and I miss a couple people, then I'm going to feel bad that I missed a couple, and it's not by virtue of any fact less or more important. It's just, you know, there's so many people, so I don't want to miss anybody. Just thank you guys so much. We're trugging along, and I really don't have much else. During the giveaway, I'm going to let everybody know what the next giveaway knife is going to be and what that goal is going to be. The thing with this, guys, is I'm happy we're at 500. Let's stop, let's celebrate, let's revel in it, but we're pushing through. I mean, the whole goal of setting goals is to reach your goal, you know, celebrate your goal, but then set another goal, or else you're going to grow stagnant. So we're going to set another goal after this, after we get all situated, and after we're done celebrating, and it's back to business, right? Until then, let's celebrate. When I do my giveaway, I'm going to have some beer ready. Maybe I'll do a live show. I don't know. We'll try to figure it out. We got to do something special for that giveaway, though. Thank you guys so much. You guys stay sharp, stay safe, and genuinely have a great freaking day. Hey guys, thank you so much for watching. It genuinely means a lot. If you liked what you saw, please subscribe, hit the thumbs up, leave a comment. If you didn't like it, give me some feedback in the comments below, and hit the thumbs down button. In case you guys don't know, I do have a Patreon, which will be listed right here. In that Patreon, we're giving bi-monthly giveaways to just the Patreons based on the number of Patreons that we have in the Patreon. We will also be giving discounts on all the knives that I sell based on the number of patrons. My name is Tyler. This is Everyday EDC. You guys stay sharp, stay safe, and have a great day.